Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and today we are taking a first look at the brand new mod pack from Feed the Beast available right now on the Feed the Beast launcher. This is Feed the Beast Horizons Daybreaker, also known as Feed the Beast Horizons 2, the successor to the original Feed the Beast Horizons, which you may remember. It came out, I think, over a year ago now. I think it was the end of 2013 when the original Feed the Beast Horizons came out. It was a pretty cool mod pack. It was interesting at the time, and this one is, again, a very interesting mod pack. So we're going to look at it here. First of all, I would like to applaud whoever made this title screen. I think it looks really cool. I also really like the logo here, so props to the Feed the Beast artist. He always makes some really cool stuff, but this especially, I like this. I like this a lot. First thing we're going to do, we're going to jump into single player. We're going to create a new world. We are going to call it YouTube, because why not? We have a few world options here. There is one for realistic alpha. Now, I have no idea what this actually does, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to load cheats just in case I want to jump into creative mode and show you some cool stuff. And we're going to hit play. I want to see what realistic alpha is, to be fair. No biomes are plenty, which you might think is a bit odd. But the main focus of the Feed the Beast Horizons, I guess, series of mod packs is to showcase some mods that are not usually played with. So it doesn't contain a lot of the typical mods you're used to seeing in packs like Feed the Beast Infinity, or packs like Tech World and Resonant Rise, and things like that. All the big major packs contain things like Thermal Expansion, they contain things like Industrial Craft, Formcraft, all that kind of stuff. Britannia, I think, is one that is not on this list. It's not. They contain a lot of the big mods. This mod pack, or this series of mod packs, is aimed at trying to get people to look at some of the other mods that kind of overshadowed. Like, there were a lot of, and this just looks kind of cool. I mean, it looks, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. What the heck are these? Oak, these are just, they're just oak leaves. It's just a big oak tree. What the heck? It's a spruce wood and then oak tree. Okay, this looks a little weird, but I can get down with this. But yeah, basically, it's to show off some of the mods that people don't usually see. Now, if we look in our inventory here, we have Cascade, which is the mod that I have never heard of. There is Sangumancy, which I think is an add-on for Blood Magic, which is in this. I thought it was a little bit weird. Blood Magic is a pretty big mod right now, but again, it's one that most people probably don't know or don't use. And there are a lot of mods that do kind of similar things to things like Thermal Expansion that never get used because things like Thermal Expansion in Industrial Craft always kind of hog all the spotlight when it comes to those mods. So I'm going to start chopping down wood over here. I'm going to kind of go through a couple of the mods on the mod list that I see here. Some of the mods that pop out to me, first of all, is Mekanism. Mekanism is a fantastic mod. If you've never played with it, you really should play this pack. It is a fantastic mod if you haven't played with Mekanism. You can do some really cool stuff. I played with it a lot in my mod source series, and basically it's a kind of similar to mods like Thermal Expansion and Industrial Craft, but it has a bunch of extra cool stuff. You have jetpacks, you can quintuple ores, which means for every ore you put through the system that you set up, you can get 5 ingots out of it, which is absolutely fantastic. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can make. You can make like a little robot that you can have follow you around and act as a personal chest and crafting table and furnace. Really cool stuff. Another one that stands out to me here is Advanced Generators, which if we go ahead and type it in NEI here, Advanced Generators, I think this is one that I did a mod spotlight on. Yeah, it is. Down here, it's one that I did a mod spotlight on, and it basically allows you to make a massive multi-block custom generator and do with it whatever you want, really. So you can add a bunch of fluid intakes, item intakes, heating chambers, mixing chambers, and just a bunch of stuff. You can have it be a massive multi-block structure that can make as little or as much redstone flux as you'd like, and it is pretty awesome. Look at all these different turbines you can get. You can add turbines to it. It's a cool mod. I'll put a link down below as well if you want to check out my spotlight of that mod. It's a pretty cool mod. I liked it, and I was surprised not to see it in any mod packs up until now. But again, like I said, this is really to demonstrate. You'll see there no tinkers. I went straight away to try and make that extra crafting table, which you just cannot make when you don't have Tinker's Construct installed. So for some people, it's going to be a bit of a weird pack because you're going to try and do things you usually do, and you're not going to be able to. Now, we do have Thermal Foundation. I think the reason that is installed is to add all of the materials, to add things like the copper, the tin, the silver, but it doesn't add any of the machines. So if you want to go, say, make a Pulverizer, which is one of the things you might normally do, you can't. You have all the pulverized materials, so things like Mekanism can use it, and things like Advanced Generators, but you can't actually make a Pulverizer from Thermal Expansion, nor can you make a Redstone Furnace, you can't make a Buildcraft Quarry, all that kind of stuff. It's just not there. Now, I believe it does have extra utilities, which is pretty nice. You can go ahead and set up like an extra utilities quarry and use some of the stuff from extra utilities like the item transferring and stuff like that, which is pretty nice. But in terms of all the, most of the traditional stuff that you're probably used to using and seeing, it's not really there. And for me, I kind of thought that was pretty interesting. I am still on the fence about whether or not to do a full series on this, but I think it would be kind of cool because it forced me to try and use stuff that we don't normally use, and it makes for a bit of a different series, you know, not the same stuff over and over again, because most series do start with, you know, mine, make a pulverizer, make a redstone furnace, double yours, you know, that kind of stuff, and it can get a bit repetitive. Having a nice little change of pace where you can change things up is pretty cool. There is also Galacticraft in this. Not quite sure why Galacticraft's in this. I mean, in terms of Feed the Beast, it's like Mechanism. Mechanism's not a new mod. It's actually been around for a long time, but it's new to Feed the Beast. Feed the Beast, I don't think I've ever included Mechanism in a mod pack, at least not one that I've ever played, and I've played most of the mod packs in the last 2 years. And they haven't really included Galacticraft either, which always surprised me because it's such a big mod pack and known by so many people. And it's actually a really cool mod pack as well. So, I don't know, we might play it, we might not, but it looks really awesome. I'll probably be playing this in my spare time, even if I don't play it as a series. Just a few more mods here that we have. We have RF tools, we have things like RF windmills, and I think we also have another redstone flux generator that I can't quite see here, but things like RF windmills is just an RF generation mod that is never really used. RF windmills, these guys over here, you can set these up, you can put some windmills on them. If we go into NEI subsets, and let's have a look. I don't know what is, but that sounds kind of cool. You can see all the mods here, actually. Look at this. We've got ancient trees, ATM generators. I have no idea what the heck these do. Fuel generator, solar panel, apple and milk and tea, which sounds absolutely fantastic. I don't know what the heck all this stuff is, but I would love some apple, some milk, some tea. Blue power is kind of like red power, but it's just a newer version of it, a version that most people don't play with. The auto packer is used a lot in Skyblock and HQM packs like that, but again, never really in other packs like the big packs like Feed the Beast Infinity and stuff. Equivalent Exchange 3 is a mod pack. It's a mod that looks so cool, but it never works. Is it finished yet, Pahamar? Come on now. If this is finished and this is working, if the Minium Stone works, then I will be very happy about this. If it doesn't, I will be very unhappy about this. We've got things like floodlights, we've got all the Galacticraft stuff, we've got some garden mods, we've got Hardcore Ender expansion, which is always included in mod packs. I'm not quite sure why that's in again, but I think it's one that people never really use. And again, I'm kind of repeating myself here. That's kind of the whole point of this mod pack. We have RF tools, which is again in Feed the Beast Infinity, but it's one that no one uses. And XP teleporters, that sounds awesome. I'm assuming they're like the elevators from Open Blocks, but you can teleport to the other one. That sounds pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what Horizons is. If you like modern Minecraft, but you want to change it up a little bit, you want to play with some mods that you want to be forced to play with mods that you haven't really played with before, you want to test out some new stuff and not be able to jump back into your comfort zone and play with things like pulverizers, redstone furnaces, and things like that in general, then maybe check out Feed the Beast Horizons 2. It's available on the Feed the Beast launcher. It's called Feed the Beast Horizons Daybreaker. It's right there on the front page below, I think, Infinity and Departed, or maybe even above Departed. I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comment section if you think I should do a series on this. I think it could be kind of fun. Not too sure, though. Let me know in the comment section. Leave a like on your way down there, and I will see you guys next time.